What is the rule of speciality? Rule of speciality is this very archaic principle of international law that says you cannot be tried on additional charges that were added on after you were extradited. So the way extradition works is countries talk to each other and one country agrees to give up an individual to the other country for the purposes of dealing with a criminal prosecution. And the rule of speciality says whatever the crimes were that the individual was charged with at the time of this extradition, this is it. Typically, the country, in my case now that we're dealing with, it's the United States, can get a superseding indictment, a superseding complaint that essentially adds on other charges. And the rule of speciality says you cannot add on other charges absent the consent of the country that agreed to extradition. And there is a circuit split in the United States as to who can raise a challenge under this rule of speciality. In the Second Circuit, which is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, it is only the country that agreed to the extradition that could say, we've raised the rule of speciality, we're not okay with these additional charges going forward. In other districts, it's either the country that agreed to extradition or it's the individual who was extradited himself. So if you have an extradition paperwork, if you were extradited to the United States for your case, it may be worthwhile for you to look at what did the extradition packet look like? What are your charges now? And if there is additional charges that you now have, it may be worthwhile for you to think through whether or not the rule of speciality applies.